Hey y'all, welcome back to The Crazy. I'm Leslie and this is Phat Cat Flossing, channel about cross stitch and whatever other kind of needlework I might happen to be doing at the time. Today is Friday, November 12th, and this is FlossTube number 121. Big old 121, far more than I ever thought I would do. This one's going to be kind of short. I don't feel great. Steve and I got our COVID boosters, our vaccine boosters, yesterday, and I don't feel wonderful, but you know, it just means my immune system is working, processing all that, and so I'm okay with not feeling wonderful. Is what it is, right? Small price to pay. But anyway, this is going to be a quickie. I don't have any big news. Kittens are all doing wonderful. Family's all good. It's all status quo, and that is okay with me. I have gotten a little bit of stitching done. I've made some big progress. I've worked on some little things, and I've been relatively monogamous, and I'm very close to a big finish, so I'll share that in a second. But first, I'm going to share my FFOs, because I actually did get a couple of things finally finished this week. The first is All Is Calm from Shepherd's Bush, and I forgot to look up, it came as a kit, and this is all, it's the 32 count kitted linen, and whatever flosses it came with, which I believe were mostly overdyed cottons. It's backed with some just cotton fabric. This came from a layer cake. I don't remember what the line is right now, but I thought that went pretty well. It looks kind of Christmassy. And then this is some Lady Dot trim. And because I am a lazy son of a gun, the trim is glued, not sewn on. But regardless, and I think that trim, matches real well with everything. Matches the green here in the vine around the seam. And I'm real happy with how that came out. It's a little bit bigger on average than most pin pillows I do, but it's all right. It's okay. And I'll be putting that out shortly. I'm about to take down my fall stuff and put up Christmas. So that was one. And then y'all saw my finish of this a couple weeks ago. I had finished the actual wool applique, and this one is wool applique, obviously not cross stitch, but I did get it finally finished this week. And I'm sorry, this wool has been laying here and has collected every cat hair known to man. This little hanger came from Amazon. I think it was around $9 or $10, I think. But what I did was just back it with some coordinating fabric from my stash, fold it over, and this is not finished. You can actually see the interfacing on the back. I considered folding it over twice to make it a little bit more finished on the edge, but my machine does not like to sew through that many layers. And since I did have interfacing on both the wool side and the fabric side, this is a little thick, and I didn't want to fight the sewing machine. So, and besides, that's going to be against the wall. Who's going to see it? So there is my finish of the bird and the bees from Jerome Designs. And I'll link him down in the notes below when I get those done. Very happy with that. And it's going to go hang up in my kitten room since they're my little bumblebees. I did have two other very small finishes. This is the 2020 Advent calendar from Crocette Gogo on Etsy, and I will also try to remember to link her Etsy shop. Jan Hicks downloaded this recently. It is available as a PDF, or I believe you can order a hard copy if you choose to do that. But she's about to start a stitch along with this. I didn't want to do the great big piece, the whole thing, because I have a lot of big pieces in process. So my plan was to do several of those as little ornaments. And to start with, I picked out the Christmas stocking here. And I got a finish on that. And I think it came out really, really cute. I used 0 of the call for threads. I just looked at the picture and went with kind of what I wanted it to look like. Let's see. Can't remember the linen is 40 count Mocha Beige by XG Designs. But this is, oh Lord, throwing stuff on the floor. Super cute pattern, available on Etsy. And you could do the whole thing, or you could do like I'm doing and make some little ornaments. I will finish this into probably a little pillow, possibly a little flat fold ornament here before too long. And again, 40 count mocha beige from XU, and none of the call for, just miscellaneous cotton flosses from my stash. The pattern did not call for beads, but I have a metric crap ton of seed beads of various sizes from my days of making beaded jewelry. And I thought that these kind of shiny turquoise beads went with that. So I put some of those on the corner. So that's finish number 1. Finish number 2 was also a very small one. This is, I think it's called Mr. Turkey. And it's from the Thankful November booklet from Blackbird Designs. And it has, this booklet has 3 separate stocking patterns in it. I just really like the turkey. And excuse the scratching noise. Mando has decided it's time for a potty stop. So please pardon and be glad you don't have smell-o-vision. So here is my finish of Mr. Turkey. And I will get that finished into a little stocking. Again, none of the call for flosses. I used the picture pulled things that I thought looked similar from my stash of cotton flosses. I think all of these ended up being, yeah, they're all Victorian motto flosses. I've got the dropsies. The linen is a mystery to me right now. I kind of think it is 40 count alabaster from Zweigart, but I'm not positive about that. But I thought it came out really cute. And I'm sorry, my light is not great. Steve's working over there in the corner, and so I'm facing the window. And the light is so-so. There we go. There it is. Little tiny stocking. So that's my fall finish. Then I spent most of the rest of my stitching time working on one thing. This is Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. This was a release, I believe, at the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat, I think, a couple of years ago. And then last year, it was a release to the rest of us. And I fell in love with this as soon as I saw it shown. And couldn't wait to get it. And then I started it. And then shortly after starting it, I jacked it up deluxe. But here's where I am on that. And I am very, very close to a finish. See, all of my pieces have a little DNA on them. I screwed it up because there's supposed to be 5 diamonds here on the side, and I only did 4 for some unknown reason. So it shortened the height of the whole thing, which I did not discover until I had completely done the house and all of this border. And I suddenly wondered why why I wasn't going to have enough room to stitch the big urn of flowers on top of the house. And I think I was 12, 15 spaces short, whatever it was. But all I did was go in and just kind of compressed things down. I literally took several stitches out of all of the flower stems to make them a little shorter. Aesthetically, my proportions are probably not quite as pleasing as Brenda's design, but I don't think if you knew that, you wouldn't know that. So I'm okay with it because I am very, very close to done. I have, I think, 2 more windows. Yeah, 2 more windows that I need to fill in. I need to add the date, my initials over here, and then miscellaneous snowflakes around and about. And then this will be a finish. And I'm looking forward to getting that finished because I think this is just an absolutely fabulous piece. I love this one. The odds of YouTube capturing that are slim to none, but I'm going to try. And hold tight because this is going to be one of our giveaways soon. So, Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. I believe this is a 36 count weeks dye works, and it is the newer weeks on the Zweigart base. And I believe that the color is Confederate Gray, but I don't know. The label didn't have the color on it. It said weeks dye works and the size, but didn't have the color. But I think it's Confederate Gray. And I used... just, again, I pulled flosses from my stash. I did change the house from the called for. And I used gassed clover from my house. I have lots of people ask me about that. And that's gassed clover. And I did use one full skein and part of one skein. And I'm stitching... 1/2 on 36 count. So you just plan that you're going to need a fair bit of thread for that house, because it is ginormous. And the rest of the flosses, I have a few of the call for, but mostly just miscellaneous flosses from my stash. I didn't make notes today, so I'm a little discombobulated. So y'all bear with me. I do have some plans. I have plans because I just can't help myself. You know, I thought of, I'm stitching on all my whips. Yeah, not so much. I want to start this. I've had this for a while. This is Queen of Harvest, or Queen of, yeah, just of Harvest. Also from Brenda Gervais. I think it's very pretty. Like it a lot. And I kitted that up on, I don't know if I wrote it down. Yes, 40 count Little Bunny from XG Designs, which is a kind of a medium pinky beige color. And again, I have just pulled from my stash of cotton flosses for the colors. And I may start that this weekend. I am going to finish, I think I'm probably within one night of finishing Winter Rose Manor. If not, I will definitely get that finished this weekend. But when I do, this is probably going to be a start. And then I have another start planned, but I'll cover that when I get to haul. Okay. I have such a crap ton of mess here. I have had a little bit of Happy Mail, and I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't make notes, so I'm kind of discombobulated. I sent a giveaway to a Wanda Greer recently, and she sent me back a lovely thank you card. Thank you so much, Wanda. That is very, very cute, and I appreciate the time, taking the time to write me a note. I also got a sweet note from Teresa Vickers, and again, just a very sweet card. Thank you, Teresa. Such nice ladies, such nice folks we have in our cross stitch community. I have just a little bit of haul to show. I could not resist this. This is the Snowball, which is the latest in Brenda Gervais' collection of smalls. There are, I think, 6 or 7 little smalls. I will be stitching several of these when I get around to it. All little snowmen. So cute. I ordered this from the Shepherd's Needle and in Little Rock, which is my relatively local needlework shop. It's about 2.5 hours for me, but they are such wonderful folks there. If you do have any mail order needs, give them a call there. I always put their information down in the drop down. Anne and Sherry are simply wonderful to work with and are very good about helping you with anything you may need to order from the shop. And I'm going to show you an example of that with my next little bit of haul. Jan Hicks, y'all. Jan Hicks is a bad, bad influence. Because I had decided I was not going to do this Black Sampler November thing. And then she posted this. And this is Pomegranate Sampler from Fox and Rabbit Designs. And I like the birds. But what got me was the style of those letters. I think it is so pretty. This is This is available as a PDF from their website. I will also link that. And I've got linen. God knows I've got linen. But I called Sherry at the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock and told her that I wanted a variegated black silk and a solid gray silk to do this in. And she just sent it right out to me. She shopped for me. They are wonderful for that. And I will probably also start that this weekend because why not? Start all the things, right? What good is it going to do if it just sits here in my stash? Might as well start it. And then my last little bit of haul was this little kit from Simply Eileen. And y'all saw, I did a couple months ago, her little, let's see if I have it here. This was the latest kit, or previous kit I got from her. This was her fall kit, and there was also a squirrel in it. I sent that one to my grandson, but I kept the pumpkin. But she had posted on her, she also has an Etsy store, and you can also find her on Instagram. It's Simply Eileen. And I thought I showed y'all, I think last week, some other Christmas patterns, but they were considerably more intricate. And while I will probably do them, I don't know that I want to send them to my grandson. I think this probably looks more of the right speed for a 7 or 8 year old. He'll be 8 in January. So there is Santa and Mrs. Claus. And I believe you can just get the pattern, but I ordered the kit. And it came with all of the wool felts, the ribbon for Mrs. Claus and for the hangers, beads, the little wool balls for her nose, or his nose, and the tip of his Santa hat. And then, I don't know if these are silky or not. Yep. And then the threads, 12-weight threads to do the stitching with. And so I'm thrilled with that. I have got it, I've got all the pieces that I put somewhere. Who knows where. I've got it cut out in my heat and bond. So now I just need to put my heat and bond on my wool and cut it out, and then I can start putting it together. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that soon. And that, I think, is all that stuff that I had to show you. Let me see if I can find my water and get a drink. There it is. Buried. Okay, so that brings us to giveaways. And I still have 2 giveaways from last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. The Borders book, I drew the name Sonny Kinnaman, and the teddy bear book, this is my second time to redraw for this one, and second time also to redraw for the teddy bear book, Jennifer Mannion. You guys, I don't mean this to sound tacky, but I just don't have enough time to putz around with this over and over and over and over and over again. So you guys, Sonny and Jennifer, please email me ASAP with your mailing address, and I will get these sent to you. And it is going to be my policy. How cool is that? I'm going to have a policy from now on that I'm only going to offer things one time. If you don't claim it by the next time I do a video, which is typically 2 weeks, then I'm going to move on to the next person. I always reply to your comment. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. In your comment, use whatever the keyword is that I give you. And, you know, play along. Let me give away some stuff. But please get back with me timely so I can get things off my desk. Because if things sit on my desk long enough, a cat will come along and chew on them and make them less valuable to you. So I just want to get that stuff done and not have to repeat myself over and over on it. So moving right along, that brings us to the giveaways from the last video. And on the last video, I had 3 giveaways. The first of these was all dolled up from Little House Needleworks. And I asked you to use the word Holly, H-O-L-L-Y. And the random comment picker chose At Home with Glenda. So, and that's your YouTube name. So At Home with Glenda, please email me. I put my email in my reply to you. And I will also put it in the drop down. As soon as this posts, I will go in and do the drop down and list it there also. But please email me ASAP, put FlossTube in the subject line. Let me know your snail mail address so I can get that on the way to you. The next giveaway was Rack Stack. This one and the Holly pattern were both compliments of Becky Houghton. And Becky, thank you again for supporting me, giving stuff away on my channel. I really do appreciate it. And the random comment picker spit out Daniela Drexen. I apologize if I said that wrong. But Daniela, again, same thing. Please email me as soon as possible and let me know where I can mail this to you, and I'll get that out to you. And then the last giveaway from last week was those blooming flowers, which is an Ship's Designs design. I had ordered this recently from Teresa at Kitten Stitcher, and she accidentally included a second copy. I emailed her and asked her if she wanted it back, and she said, no, just give it away. So her mistake is y'all's good luck. And the don't talk well today. The random comment picker for this one spit out Melissa Test. So again, Melissa, please email me, get in touch. I'll get that sent to you. And that brings us to this week's giveaways, of which I have 3. This was a start that I did a few weeks ago. This is a pattern I downloaded from Etsy. It is a PDF. I don't normally give away PDF patterns, but I have printed this one off. I am not going to do it. I started it. This is the 40 count linen that I started it on. Those are a couple of DMC threads on there. You can use this and start from what I did, or you can pick it out, or you can throw it away. But I am not going to do this. I started it. I'm not enamored of it, and I'm quitting. And that means it gets forwarded to you, and I will include this little scrap of linen. Again, do what you want with that. The keyword for this one will be bird, B-I-R-D. If you'd like to stitch this one, it's just going to be the printed pattern. I am not going to include the PDF link because, you know, I want to safeguard the designer's interests, but I'm not stitching it. It's only going to be stitched one time. So if you would like this one, use the word bird, B-I-R-D. Our second giveaway is, this is Believe from Stony Creek. Super pretty. Becky Houghton also provided this one. And I'd like you to use the word believe, B-E-L-I-E-V-E, in your comment below. Like the video, be a subscriber, comment using the word believe. Don't say giveaway, don't say freebie, don't say win, any of that kind of stuff, because we want it to go to people who actually want it. And I'll pull the winner for this one via random comment picker on my next video. And then the third giveaway will be the pattern for Winter Rose Manor, because I will finish this up this weekend. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. And don't screw it up like I did, because it'd be even better if you have the whole thing instead of truncating it like I did. Let's say Manor, M-A-N-O-R. Make sure you spell it correctly, or the comment picker thing won't find it. M-A-N-O-R, if you would like to win Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. That's all I got. My throat's getting kind of sore from all this chatting. I think I'm going to go take some Tylenol and lay down. I hope y'all have a good week, a wonderful weekend. I hope that you're about to start enjoying the holiday season. And I will see you back, hopefully, in a couple weeks. Y'all have a great day, y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.